the titanic, terrifying battle between the most terrifying monsters within our community come together for one giant clash. The following announcement has been paid for by Monsters with Attitude.
We are your podcast's favorite podcast, living off of one phrase, 3 words. Embrace the attitude.
What's up, listeners of Attitude? The boys are back here today with another Let's Talk Raw. And man, we actually don't have a whole lot to talk about this week, but we're still going to get into it, so I think the three of us can handle it. Of course, my boy to my left, the Puerto Rican prince himself, the realest Goji fan in the room, Jordan. And of course, the man below me, he's south of me right now, but he's out east, but his last name has West in it, Mr. Samson West. So, Jordan, would you like to check in on the chat, see who we got piping in with us today?
Of course. Oh.
We got Frank
Meeting
here.
in 20, so may have to miss the start. Well, Frank, we're here, dude. We are here. So we will all be expecting you throughout the show now, dude.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you better. Jeez. If somebody wasn't simping in chat, it wouldn't be a real chat, would it? Oh, Lord. Good stuff.
Oh, Nathaniel. Gotta love me some Nathaniel.
Alex, of course. Yes. What's going on,
Alex.
bro? Broski. My bronus.
DJC. What is going on, man? The big three. That's right.
I ain't that damn big.
Adrian, the Kaiju train. Jordan, the Kaiju ranger. Oh, Samson, the Western Kaiju.
I dig it. Okay. All right.
Creative. I like that. We got that some way, somehow.
I am a gunslinger.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah, what is going on? Everybody, Nathan, or Nathaniel, Nathan, Jesus. I have to admit, I found out something last night. I can't, who's Nathan? I can't believe I found this out for the first time in existence. I've always wondered why your thumbnail is what it is. I had no idea that Linda Hamilton was in King Kong Lives. I had no clue. Now it all makes sense. Now I get it. I finally get it.
Wow.
I still haven't seen the movie, so.
I mean, in that sense, I guess I could give you a pass as to why you didn't know, but nonetheless, I guess at this point in time, it's stop slacking. You need to watch it.
I'm catching up. It is the year. It is the anniversary. I just got to find out which month. But yes, that's on the list. That's on the list for sure for a watch party at some point. But anyway, we're getting off track, I guess. Do you want me to go and throw the slides on? I can do that right now. Jesus.
All right, first off, we have our beloved friend at Super 7 has announced that he's officially partnered with Torah Films to bring the licensed Kamen Rider merchandise.
Wow.
Ultraman Bilotti has been working on a plethora of Kamen Rider pieces showing his recent love for the franchise and has been to Japan this past year with the privilege of seeing our beloved Henshin heroes. The future is looking bright for our friend, and we could not be happy for him. Make sure to check out his socials and also go to his website to acquire some of his licensed Ultraman merch as well as iconic prints. What other Toku properties do you want Super 7 to have partnerships with? Now, of course, with John Bellati Jr., he's been in the game for a while, getting these licenses, and it's pretty awesome that he was able to get the licensing for Kamen Rider also, as popular as that is. But of course, Jordan is one of his best friends, of course. So I know Jordan was definitely excited when he heard this news.
Of course I was, dude. Funny enough, I always said that like Michelle has my heart, but also somewhere in that heart, John has also had a part of my heart as well. The reason why I say this is because the first year I met Michelle was also the first year I would be introduced to John, bumping into him during the debut of Anime NYC. And ever since then, dude, that was like a forever, lasting friendship that we have still to this day have. And I've always told John within every project that he takes on, dude, I'm your number one supporter. I'll always have your back regarding it. And to know that he would end up with this partnership is truly exciting. Because I mean, you can't talk about Toku, you can't talk about Super Sentai or Henshin Heroes without ever mentioning the IP that is Kamen Rider, since that was the main staple that would then give us all of our Henshin Heroes' most iconic looks. But to see and to also know now that John will also be releasing officially licensed merchandise regarding these characters is absolutely truly amazing. John, oh my God, dude, I would literally tell you until you just can't hear me tell you anymore how many times I've been wanting just for you to succeed in your playing the field of art, and this lives up to it, dude. So I couldn't be more happy for you, man. Love you, and hopefully you come across this, man, because yeah, you definitely deserve the acknowledgement, man, because you're without a doubt one of the most highly acclaimed artists in our community, and rightfully so.
Absolutely. And I actually had the pleasure to meet John last year at G Fest and got to
Right?
help hype his head up a little bit.
Rightfully so, dude.
Which that was actually really awesome that he was able to get that love and acknowledgement at G Fest from everybody. And John does seem like he's an amazing guy. And we should all go out and make sure that we're supporting John as he goes through this new journey with Kamen Rider. Because I haven't seen any of Kamen Rider, but I know Kamen Rider is pretty popular in our community. So I'm kind of curious on what kind of merch we might be getting. Do you have any insight for us, Jordan, or is he keeping it close to the chest?
Yes, he is definitely keeping it very, very close amongst just himself.
Fair,
Mind
fair.
you, all he will ever tell me is just stay tuned to the future, dude. Like me and him, we tend to stay in contact whenever we can. We're both extremely busy individuals. But obviously I will be bumping into him this coming May at Kaiju Brooklyn for of course to support Nothing But Love for John being the main host and the originator behind Kaiju Brooklyn. So I know once I bump into him, I know we're going to definitely deep dive a little bit more into what could possibly mean out of this specific collaboration.
Absolutely, for sure. And Samson, I know you haven't seen Kamen Rider either. You're kind of on the same boat as I am. But have you seen John's artwork? And if so, what do you think of John's artwork?
Oh, John's artwork is it's bar none. It's the greatest. I love the style, the colors, just his animation style is awesome. I've always enjoyed it. I don't have any pieces in my personal collection, but then again, I don't think
I need
he's
to
done a
fix that.
Godzilla versus Gigan poster yet. So that's what I've been waiting for sure. That's
Of course.
Hey,
well,
you
again,
might
Gigan.
have piqued interest. You might have piqued interest. That is a movie he has not tackled on yet, unfortunately.
But no, we've interviewed him in the past also, and just the different intellectual properties that he's had his hands on. It's awesome. We know that he's working hard to achieve all these, to have official licensing to do this cool stuff that we're fans of. But yeah, Adrian, you're absolutely right. I've never seen Kamen Rider. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I know that it's very big in the Henshin Men franchise fandom. But other than that, I mean, it's kind of it's like Super Sentai in its own different kind of way. It's I mean, obviously it's a guy dressed like a superhero, does a lot of Kamen Rider. He rides a motorcycle, right? That's like his main shtick, isn't it? But yeah. So going back to the slides, I'll just let them play through. Yeah, I don't recognize any of the characters, but this little teaser alone is really cool. This very simple. I guess not silhouette, but can anybody tell me what we got going on with this? Is this like the OG Kamen Rider?
It is not the OG. The last picture that you did see John in, with the Yankee brim, that was the original Kamen Rider, and he actually did an illustration that is part of the slides. We have made it loud and clear. We do recognize and we will always acknowledge that of Kamen Rider. It doesn't necessarily mean that we are aware of everything revolving around the IP that is Kamen Rider, because we have like this right here. This is the OG. This is numero uno. All right.
I can see it's kind of simplistic, very, very bare bones when it comes to the costume. So I get it.
Yeah. So I don't know if you knew this, Samson, or maybe even you, Adrian. But you know what they inspired the design of the mask from?
Ant-Man.
Mothra.
Oh! Okay.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, it's very buggy looking.
Yeah, so during John's trip to Japan, I mean, it felt like such an extensive trip. I feel like the dude was there for like a month. He was just sending me like a good chunk of pictures that he would take, just his overall experience in Japan. And one of the pictures that he did send me was the last part of the slide amongst a plethora of other pictures revolving this specific museum that was in Toei Studios, which is if you guys, already in the field familiar with, Toei is the motherland for that of Kamen Rider alongside Super Sentai. So this guy was having the time of his life, and who would have known that throughout his trip that he would get linked with one of those behind Toei by Jeff Gomez, one of the main distributors of Ultraman and Super Eye Productions here in the States. During his time in New York Comic Con, he would actually link up with them. And we would then get an official announcement from Mr. John Bellotti Jr. himself that he would then be working with Kamen Rider. So that is, again, it's an honor. Not only just to call John a friend, but also a brother, and just to see him go about all these rounds of success within our community is truly amazing. And for anyone that has yet to meet John, and if you guys are not able to attend Kaiju Brooklyn, but you guys will be at G-Fest, don't worry, because Robo 7 will be showing up to G-Fest once again this year.
Absolutely.
Woo! Very nice.
All right, so we got we've met so many incredible people in our community. We actually got some more friends to talk about more of their success, which I'm actually pretty happy about. So, Samson, next thing we have.
It's going, it's happening. Boom.
And our friends over at Titanic Creations have just announced the latest addition to the 30-centimeter line of soft vinyl figures. And for the first time ever, here is Yongari. Yongari commands any Kaiju collector's shelf with this highly detailed, sculpted by, of course, friend of the show as well, Dope done to Master Films 1 complete with the iconic metal pipe. The figure arrives in a beautifully designed art box. Artists to be announced, limited to 100 units or pre-orders placed by March 31st for $299 or $300. This is a pre-order item which is expected to be shipped out on November 2026. Secure yours before this once-of-a-lifetime piece sells out. Who will be picking up this bad boy to add to the collection? Now, I want to get it so freaking bad. I just don't have the funds currently. I'm praying that it's still up for pre-order if I'm able to get some funds, if all 100 have been bought up. But Jordan, Samson, have y'all thought about picking this bad boy up? Or if y'all have y'all gotten it already?
You go first.
Well, I did mention First off, credits to Titanic Creations for coming up with this marvelous masterpiece of a 30 centimeter soft vinyl figure. This is what I was hoping for when they initially announced their articulated Yonguri. And I mean, for it to be sculpted by none other than another phenomenal artist in our community, and that of Dope Pope, is truly amazing to see at hand that I could possibly get my hands on a 30 centimeter Yonguri, specifically the Showa variant. But
Okay.
I will say, you guys have heard me say this a plethora of times. The Yonguri that I am hoping for Titanic to tackle on is the early 2000s reptilian
Oh
variant
my
of
God.
Yonguri. Absolutely, dude. Listen, who would have ever thought that in life we would receive a figure like this? Shoot, who would even say that we would even receive a 30 centimeter Gorgo? So, with that being said, it's safe to say that if they're tackling on the Showa variant of Yonguri, which just so happens to be the much more preferred variant, comparing it to its second counterpart. But that is the one that I grew up with, and it only leads me to speculate that that is something that they would probably have planned in the near future between them or Seismic Toys. But honestly, I see Titanic Creations tackling this on before Seismic.
Right. It's wild. I've only seen the movie once. It was one of those watch parties that had to be done because it was on the list of things I'd never seen before. So I need to go back. Welcome, fascist cat. I mean, fanciest cat. Welcome in. But yeah, no, the detail, just seeing the detail on this thing, it's pretty phenomenal. I love this shot especially, where you can see the metal pipe that they use for the flamethrower that they put in the actual suit. So they're going into full detail. It's not a figure of the monster, it's a figure of the suit. And I love when companies do that because it maximizes the potential for fans to want to buy it because they acknowledge the absoluteness that is the sculpt of the suit. I don't see myself picking this up. I didn't get the Gorgo either. It's cool because for fans that are like wanting stuff like this, these very cult classic kaiju, cult fan favorites that don't exist anywhere else. No other company's really tackled them as highly detailed as Seismic's or Titanic Creation. So this is great. I'm happy for the fans that are going to get this. I don't see myself picking it up though, but I do love the detail. I love this shot. It sold it for me. Well, I guess not sold it for me since I just said I'm not getting it. But it solidifies how awesome these people are with their craft. Look at how good this looks. It's great.
Really quick, DJC mentioned, I hope they tackle on a figure of the Rhedosaurus from the Beast of 20,000 Fathoms. That is also something I would love for them to do. I mean, granted, X Plus already did do that, and they also did a kit variant of that. But with that being said, I don't think that they will tackle on the Rhedosaurus, just because it's already a pre-existing figure. I think their main focus is just to tackle on those that have never been touched in a proper format, regarding figures that are accessible to us now. So, but I mean, why can't they do it? You know,
I see Adrian's grabbing something. What you got, man?
Yeah, a little show off.
The Gorgo from Titanic Creations.
Yeah.
If anyone that has any trepidation on if they should get it or not, this is the Gorgo from the same company, and this thing is absolutely amazing. Which is why I want the Yonguri. And I don't know, maybe I'll have a photo shoot of those two fighting each other. We'll see.
Oh my God. Fantasy fight, whatever nerds call that. No, this is yeah, but as far as the Rhedosaurus goes, X Plus Star Ace did tackle that already. Adrian, don't you own that one too?
Yep, that's behind me also.
That's what I thought you were going to snag. I was like, oh, is that what you... But yeah, as far as Rhedosaurus goes, it's already been tackled by popular companies. So, but we never know. Oh my God, what was it I watched the other night? Oh my god! If Titanic Creations tackles a Zarkor the Invader,
Oh my god.
or Craw, or just anything, the fact they're being able to get these licensings, yes, that's proper English. The fact that they get the licensing to do these cool, very cult classic kaiju, it's great. It's giving fans stuff that we've never seen before and that people have been grasping for. So
Well,
bravo,
Sam,
keep it up.
you just mentioned Craw and Zarkor. Those are figures that are already in production by Seismic Toys.
You're
Mm.
kidding. Are you lying? Are you pulling a Joe?
No,
You've
dude,
got
it's this has been announced a while back, dude. Yeah.
well, do I have dementia? Maybe I do. Jesus. I'm only 30. 5.
They're actually coming this year, 2026.
You are pulling that out of your ass.
I'm not, dude. I'm not.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, that's wild. The fact that just those two that I mentioned, that's funny.
Hold your horses.
Whoa, yeah.
Hold your horses. Frank.
All right. Welcome
back.
back.
Now, I know how excited Jordan is to talk about this. So, Jordan, would you like to tackle the next crossover for Godzilla and Digimon?
Oh boy, oh boy. Do I ever. So, I don't know if you guys had noticed earlier this morning, it is currently up on TikTok, our YouTube shorts, and also there's a reel on Instagram of ours that I created of my reaction to the official announcement of Wave 2 of the Godzilla X Digimon collaboration, featuring their Tamagotchis once again, with a few new sprites revolving around very iconic kaiju, ranging from that of the Showa all the way up to the Reiwa era, including other IPs of kaiju that have never been mentioned in any proper media form. We're also going to be receiving not only a few familiar characters within our kaiju community, but also we will be receiving many of new G erosion mode Digimons. As Samson will go through, as you can see right there, boom, we will be receiving Omnimon G fusion mode, which is extremely cool. Obviously, you can't have War Greymon. You just can't have any IP evolving Digimon without recognizing or not even acknowledging that of Omnimon or Omegamon. So for them to do that, it only makes sense. And to make things a lot more cooler in this entire collaboration, we'll be having a G erosion mode Greymon, a G erosion mode Metal Garurumon, a G erosion mode Metal Greymon Blue and Black War Greymon, and as you could see right there, a much more close-up shot of Omnimon Fusion mode. Pre-orders are currently available right now. Whether if they're sold out or not, I'm not too sure. I don't think so, but there's other sites that you guys are able to acquire this specific Tamagotchi. And it is up for $50 if you guys are interested. Now, with that being said, it's safe to say that by them announcing Wave 2 and showing us a decent chunk of newer Digimon to, come along with this collaboration, it is safe to say that what if we were going to be receiving new figures once again? That is something that I'm expecting, especially like the G erosion mode Greymon. You guys know I'm a sucker for Greymon. Even that Metal Garurumon G erosion mode. Like, pause it right there, Sam. Like, not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed that they went with fusing Godzilla into Metal Garurumon, because it's just the anatomy is not there. But I get it. It's called G erosion mode for a reason. So it is the G cells that are affecting all these Digimon, causing them to look corrupted and ballistic as this. So someone.
Yeah, I know. From all the talking I'm doing, it's all right.
So, but yeah, this is extremely exciting to hear, and just to even be able to see it live, that was also truly amazing to witness. And I cannot wait to get my hands on these. I was talking to Alex about this earlier this morning, and he knows what I'm talking about. Minus X plus tackling on these figures, I would like to see Bandai handle it,
Mm.
in from other different types of toy companies. Obviously, one specifically that I'm talking about is the Bandai Movie Monster series. They have, Bandai has had a huge range of varieties to choose from regarding Digimon action figures or just even little soft vinyl toys. And I cannot see them not acknowledging the hype and maybe even the want for them to even throw in a possible Bandai soft vinyl figure, such as those of what we're normally familiar with regarding the Bandai Movie Monster series. But if X Plus is the only real IP that will be able to tackle these on and really give us that girth or the in-depth details as to what we've been receiving lately, then I'm also on board for that too. I'll stop chopping it up. Adrian, what are your thoughts?
These are. I've been kind of pretty excited about this Godzilla Digimon crossover. Honestly, we've been seeing we've been getting a lot of cute, cool things from it. And a company that I actually would like to see tackle this stuff, so I'm surprised they didn't mention them, Jordan, is Ichiban Kuji.
Oh! They also do
Ichiban
Digimon
Kuji,
figures. They also do
exactly. So you think that would have been a perfect opportunity to jump on? Now, I'm surprised they haven't yet, but I don't know. Maybe we'll find out something later on this year. But
Digimon.
yeah, I'm really excited to see what we continue to get from this, especially since the figures that we've gotten so far have looked absolutely incredible. I can only see things only getting better from here. So I can't wait. I'm super excited.
Sammy.
I do. I love you, Joe. Don't worry. I don't really have a lot of knowledge as far as this is concerned with these Tamagotchis, these things, but the fact that we're getting these epic crossovers, it's awesome. I mean, two giant fandoms that we grew up with as kids and the superior of the cartoon little digital monsters. So yeah.
Hmm.
No, screw
Absolutely.
Pokemon. These are awesome. I haven't snagged any of the because I'm not a deaf for real collector, so I don't really care for trying to snag the crossovers. But
That's fair.
the latest one, the War Greymon, is coming out. It's tempting. I didn't pull the trigger on a pre-order. I haven't pre-ordered anything in a while, but this is still cool. This is still really cool. We're getting all this crazy stuff, and I as I was letting the slides play through, I mean, just seeing the neat little what do you call these sprites? The different little sprites for the Tamagotchi, like right here, all the little different sprites that we got. It's great.
So these are the new kaiju that are being thrown into this. And on top of that, we'll also be receiving returning kaiju from the previous set. I believe you got to, um, combine them together in order to be able to adapt the old previous ones onto the newer ones. So obviously, as you could see right on the top left, you get Hedra, Megalon, Jaguar, Showa Mechagodzilla, the best Godzilla kaiju that ever existed in King Caesar. You got the Dorat, Batra, Mothra larva. Right below her, you got Minya. Right below Batra, and we're just going to keep on going down this route, is Final Wars Godzilla. Right next to him, I believe, I could be wrong, I could be stretching this, but I do believe, based off of the pattern of what is next to King Ghidorah, I believe this is the GMK King Ghidorah. Next to Baragon, I'm only going based off of the timeline of how they have these lined up, because right after Baragon, you got Orga, and then after that, you have Armored Mothra, Aqua Mothra, and Mothra Leo, which is really cool. Underneath it, you got Final Wars Gigan, Monster X, Kaiser Ghidorah, Burning Godzilla Millennium, and right next to that, I believe that is Godzilla -1.
I think that's -1.
Yeah, and then you got Gatling Gigan, and I think that is Super Godzilla right next to Gatling Gigan.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, so those are pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And every time you go out to battle, the iconic Kiri Fukube Godzilla theme song will be playing in the background.
Ah,
Whoa,
as it
whoa.
should. As
Yeah,
it
Too
should.
far. Yeah,
like,
you
look
get
at
that.
that.
Sorry.
Those look awesome, man.
I accidentally fast forward to the beginning. Hang on.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, and
So then obviously you got majority of the Sunomon or Gabumon official lineup or Digivolution lineup, with the additional characters being that of Flymon and Tyrannomon. And mind you, there are a widespread of other Digimon that are also confirmed for this Tamagotchi set, so stay tuned for that as well.
Very nice, very nice.
well, dang. And how much do these things cost a piece? You said like 50 something bucks.
Yeah, 50 bucks.
50
Yes.
bucks.
Oh wow. How big are they? Are they like original Tamagotchi? Like just
Well,
only
they're
the
small.
fist in the palm
They're
of your
like
hand?
little-
I mean,
little pocket figurines, stuff you could put at the side of your like belt buckle or whatever. Your
Pocket
backpack,
monsters?
yeah, or we don't.
yeah, because I'm just looking at these things. I'm like, God, I can see the little keychains, but
Yeah, they
Okay.
are small. But nonetheless, these are high-end collector's items, especially regarding these specific collaborations. Because mind you, there are also Tamagotchis from Digimon that cost merely just $20, $30 at max. But because this is a collaboration and it's a Bandai Premium exclusive, unfortunately, the price point does tend to go up a bit. But nonetheless,
yeah.
a collaboration you guys already know I'm on board with, and majority of us here at MWA are obviously on board with it. Me, Joe, and Eric, we've been obviously on the hunt collecting all of these collector's items regarding the specific collaboration, and it will be the fight to the end to see who will be the first one to showcase that War Greymon G Erosion mode here live at MWA. Spoiler, it's going to be me, but I've been chopping down about this topic for quite some time, so let's just get on with the show now.
Yep.
And
Alright.
now we got more Godzilla back clips. They Monogram Collectibles has done it again with the Godzilla back clips. Series 8. The new and unique set will consist of Skeleton Godzilla 2002, Godzilla 2003, Godzilla 1989 with Biollante Acid, Rose Form Biollante, my first Godzilla, Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, of course, Crystalak from the Incredible Godzilla
Unleashed.
Unleashed. I don't know why I was trying to say Save the Earth. Godzilla Unleashed, and Kamibes from 1970, and two poster variants being Godzilla vs. Biollante and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. As their exclusive back clips, there'll be none other than Internal Mothra and Godzuki.
Oh God.
This series is full of excitement, and we can only imagine the amount of people going to hunt to try and get going to try to hunt to collect everything from the sign up. Who are you most excited to grab out of these packs? Samson, I'll let you go first.
Well, from what appeals to me, I guess the Godzilla skeleton is what stands out to me the most, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rose Biollante, because she doesn't get the most extreme amount of love. X Plus still hasn't put one out. Come on, what are we waiting for? Those two is what I like the most.
Okay.
I don't have many myself. I actually have one. This is like one that I have right here, of course, because yes, my nephews stole the other three that I have somewhere around the house.
How dare they?
It was Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla 54, I believe.
Wow, get it together, Samson.
Please.
I used to have a Batra, but I gave it away when I sold something. I put it in the box as a nice little extra because I was like, it's Batra. I don't really care.
What? You could give me Batra. Never mind. Continue. Go ahead, Jordan.
I mean, the ones I'm gonna be gunning for, I think, are the most obvious. Between the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla and Godzuki, Crystalak, and of course Eternal Mothra. Those are going to be the ones I'm definitely going to be gunning for, especially No ranking in particular, but the one that I have above them all is definitely Eternal Mothra. I absolutely love what Mothra Leor, Rainbow Mothra brings to the table in the Rebirth of Mothra franchise, or just the Godzilla franchise overall in general, which is obviously a specific movie that we're going to be deep diving into a little bit as the year progresses for us here at MWA. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we don't have, I think this is the only official licensed Eternal Mothra figure that Toho has ever thrown out to us.
Did Bandai not do one in a box along with that lineup, like the Aqua Mothra? Really?
No.
Not Eternal, no.
I'll tell you one thing's for sure. That is a fact. It was a part of the poll alongside the freaking giant condor. But we all know, unfortunately, who the people wanted more than an Eternal Mothra. They wanted a flying turkey.
Oh, goodness.
Gobble, gobble.
Gerard, you can stay salty about that for a minute, aren't you?
Absolutely.
As you should, though.
Absolutely.
As you should.
But, I mean, it's these back clip figures are obviously, they are addicting to try to go on the hunt for. I think Eric, and Jordan are the only three that collect them. Adrian, you don't collect them, right? Oh, you also.
Yes, I do. Okay. Yes, I do. They're all at my job.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So, yeah, it would be fun to see these when they drop. I remember when this was announced, Michelle was like, "Oh my God, they're doing an Eternal Mothra. They're doing the Godsuki." I'm like, well, hold on, hold your horses before you get all excited and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to get one unless if I get doubles. I pick one up. It's coming to me. So enough said.
I tried to make it doesn't really. This is like the best use I could find for it. Putting it on my mic and just dangling and chilling out like this. I do have Ebira somewhere, but through my massive amount of clutter, I can't find him on this desk. So yeah, I have 4 of these in total. At my GameStop, when I was doing the little mystery, the blind boxes, the little not these, but the little blind boxes, they had a whole bin full of these. I was like, oh, cool. That's not what I'm here for today. I'll come back. So like a week later, when I got paid again, I went back. They were all gone. I was like, man. I was like, do you know, are y'all going to get another batch? They say, you know what's weird? Even though these are some of the hottest selling items that we get here, we never get restocks. We get one box shipped to us. And he's like, a couple of guys in particular come in and snag them all. And then usually we get restocks for everything else in our store, but not the little blind bag Godzilla things. Even the GameStop people admitted, they're like, I don't get why they're so popular, because they don't know Godzilla. They're not in the know. They don't know what's fucking popular. Freaking popular. So yeah, I missed out. I missed out myself on getting some more because I did want to. But yeah, that was my mistake. And now I know.
So I will say this: when this was shared in our group chat, I said I'm had to buy an entire box. So I honestly want everything in here. I think I still stand on business with that. If I can't find an entire box, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the Power Ranger figures. The Power Ranger bag clips. I'm just gonna buy an entire box, and whatever I have extra, I'll just give it out because I need Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. I need Godzuki. I need 89. I need the Skeleton Godzilla, and I need Eternal Mothra and Rose Barlanti. So if I need all that, I'm gonna just get the whole freaking box. So.
What does a whole box cost?
Ooh, like 130, 140. I think I paid for it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
For what looks to be a handful of these mystery backclip figures, I think the price point for an entire box is fair.
Fair.
Well, these things should cost like a nickel a piece, right? Yeah, that's
they should, but ultimately no. These are like 15, almost $20 worth, if that.
What? I am not in the know.
Mind you. I also
what is it? These are like $9. $9 a piece.
Okay, so I will admit, I have not been up to date regarding the previous waves. None of them have caught my attention. I feel like they're a bit lazy. but this one for sure. The second that the leaks started surfacing, revolving around the crystal, I'm like, whoa. We're touching some unfinished territory right here. Hold on. We're going back to acknowledging the Pipeworks trilogy with Crystal.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, so this is a series I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for.
I went to my comic store yesterday, and they're not out yet. Unfortunately, but I'm gonna keep looking every weekend.
That's all we can do, bro.
And not quite last but not least, but at least the last on the slides, we got announced of the latest DLC for Gigabash. This DLC is called Final Ascension. This DLC will come with new stages, soundtracks, and added story mode, and two brand new characters being Zagara and Gara Gigaman. The DLC pack will be available on the 26th of this month, and looks like this is just the tip of the iceberg for Final Ascension. What are your thoughts regarding this expansion pack of Gigabash? Now, it's been a very long time, but me, Jordan, and Samson did play this game together one night.
Right.
And we also need me to do it again and do it live on Twitch.
Yes.
But how y'all feeling about this new expansion pack?
Are these original kaiju, or I don't recognize them at all? So
yeah, the original kaiju.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's why. So, I mean, they're gnarly looking. Again, I haven't touched the game in forever, and that's on me. It's a very simple game. You only get like 4 or 5 attack moves, and it has that kind of like that god view. Like instead of it being sideways like most Mortal Kombat games, it's like a god view kind of game. Which I don't know. I'm indifferent to games like that, honestly. But I mean, still more monsters, more. Just keep adding it. Keep the game alive. Hell yeah, come on.
I mean, to add a little bit of what Samson said, I'm also not a fan of like that God view type of perspective, especially revolving around
tabletop.
That's what it's called, tabletop.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's tabletop.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's tabletop also.
I'm not a fan of them going the route of making the fighting game like that, but nonetheless, it's a game that I praise everybody if no one has even dared to tackle on Gigabash. So Gaia Gigaman, I don't know if Samson, you have any recollection of it. I'm assuming that's the last time you played Gigabash was when us three went live, right?
That had to have been more than a year ago.
All right.
Yeah, same.
So Gaia Man is already a character that does exist in the Gigabash game, even prior to any DLC. This is one of the original characters. They just enhanced it, dubbing it Gaia Gigaman. And then the second kaiju that you see right next to it, Zagora, I believe is a fusion between two of their current existing original Gigabash kaiju. And honestly, from what it looks like, this is not going to be the last. So they are definitely looking to further expand the final Ascension DLC pack revolving around other characters possibly. But we'll just have to wait and see for what the future holds for these new DLCs for Gigabash.
The hairy one kind of looks like something from one of the Final Fantasy animated movies. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. I haven't seen those in forever, but it was I watched it back when I was a kid because my friends were obsessed with Final Fantasy, even though I didn't play the games. But it kind of gives off that vibe for sure. So anybody in chat know what I'm talking about? Drop the name. I don't remember what the creature's name is.
Yeah,
I don't play Final Fantasy.
Yeah. So with the Final Ascension name, we of course y'all know we got some crossover with Gigabash as well with Godzilla, Ultraman, and Gamma properties. Y'all see anyone from those properties maybe making an appearance in this new DLC eventually? And if so, who?
I think they're just going to stick with the gimmick from what I'm assuming they're trying to aim for, and that's fusing the monsters and enhancing the more heroic characters that are presented in the original Gigabash lineup. I mean, if they are going, if this is just going to be a fusion or a powered up variant of a DLC, I mean, I cannot see them not wanting to acknowledge any of the Godzilla, Ultraman, or Gamera Kaiju in it. I mean, shoot, who we might get a Super Godzilla. We might get a fusion of I don't know what's there. King Ghidorah and Destroya, maybe. I don't know, a fusion of Hedra and Gigan. I don't know.
Don't you mix those two together.
Or we could get powered up variants of that. We could get Gatling Gigan, maybe. I don't know.
That's acceptable. That I will allow that.
It's a matter of, the rights that they have pertaining to using those specific characters, but we all are pretty often in the known with how Toho treats their properties and how firm and strict they are of just anybody using them. So as much as that does sound cool, I don't see them doing that. As for Ultraman, I guess I would say the same thing. Maybe Gamera, they probably might add more Gamera Kaiju into it, since we only got Giron and Gamera. What about the rest? What about Jiger or Zigra, Virus? Gauss. I was gonna say, yeah, Gauss, dude. Like that's Gamera's freaking Joker. You know what I'm saying? That's his King Ghidorah. Come on.
It really is.
But who knows? I think with stuff like that, they would just announce it as its own separate thing. But
yeah, true.
Who knows? We'll see. We'll definitely see in the near future.
Yeah, I need to give us another chance, especially playing with my boys, my bros, you guys. Makes it more fun. I don't really see myself playing it on my own. Or honestly, I don't see myself dishing out any money for some random characters that I don't really know anything about. The Godzilla packs, yes, that's awesome. Anything that's the kaiju that I know and love, for sure. That's why I have a couple of them. I believe I have the Godzilla. Aren't there two separate Godzilla packs at this point? Or is there just the one Godzilla pack?
Yes, there are two.
No, there's two. There's two.
I think I have both of them. But I didn't get the Gamera pack. I didn't do the Ultraman pack. Or wait, didn't Ultraman come with the Godzilla Kaiju? I can't remember which pack I have. It's been so long.
Yeah.
First, there was the Godzilla pack, then it was the Ultraman pack. Then they expanded the Godzilla pack, and then they also added Ultraman Rising to Gigabash. And then we had Gamera.
Gam.
Oh, okay.
Gam.
Oh, then before Gamera, we had two other additional original characters in the game. Ironically enough, they were inspired by Power Rangers, and one of them was actually used to create this new kaiju that we're looking at, paired up with Gaia Gigaman, fused with another original character in the game. And then we ended up with Gamera.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not in the know enough. What about you guys? Are y'all going to snag it, or do you, is it not really? Oh, you are? Y'all are going to spend money?
Dude,
okay.
I am a connoisseur for Gigabash. Dude, this is a game I've recommended anybody, especially at least people that grew up in the know regarding like the Pipeworks Godzilla trilogy games, and just wanted to have that proper feel of what a kaiju versus kaiju, battle, game simulator would feel like. This is something I recommend to them. I always said if this was a side-scrolling, like side point of view type of platform fighting game, this would be just Kaiju Smash Bros. That's all that it is. And it's
pretty much.
It is safe to say that we also know how big and popular Smash Bros is. Maybe that was kind of the feel that they were trying to go with when originally creating this game. But nonetheless, even during productions, this was a game that was talked amongst everybody in the kaiju community. There was not one single individual that said, I like Godzilla, but did not know anything about the work that was being made regarding Gigabash. So this is, dude, I got all the DLCs. I've locked every skin, every freaking every scenery, every stage. Like, dude, I'm in there. So oh my goodness.
Oh my God, me too. Yeah, come on. Giant Condor's gonna win everything. Figure of the year, Gigabash. Oh my God. Let's go.
God.
That would be cool. Pacific Rim.
Ooh. Yeah, man.
That would be
How many
incredible.
y'all were there when I did like that random stream? Because I found my old Xbox 360 and downloaded on the hard drive is a Pacific Rim video game. If anybody remembers, it was an
I remember.
Xbox
That was
arcade
dope.
game. You had to just download it. Very simplistic. It's very Mortal Kombat, just side scrolling, and you only have like a few moves. So it's kind of like Giga Bash, but better. And yeah, there's a Pacific Rim fighting game. And it has our three main Gypsy Danger, Crimson Typhoon, and what's the tank's name? The big Russian tank looking
Ivan Drago.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh my god, yeah. So we had those. We didn't have Striker Eureka. Wait. Is that what it was called? The fast one, the Australian one, Striker Eureka. Oh my god.
Yes.
Man, I need to watch the movie again.
I think so.
So no, I like that idea. DLC with the
Crimson Typhoon. Yes,
Crimson
that's
Typhoon.
The fast one. Mm-hmm.
No, that's the 3-armed one. That's the Chinese one
the
with the
fast one. Yeah, he's the fast one.
No. The Australian one's the fast one. That's the one with the father and son duo. Okay, never mind. We're getting off track, but. Y'all are throwing some fun ideas into our heads for sure, but Pacific Rim would be great. I'm surprised. I'm surprised how they get the licensing to mix all these different IPs together into one single entity. That's Cherno Alpha. Thank you. That's the big guy.
There you go, Cherno Alpha. Yeah,
Cherno Alpha is the big one.
I mean, to touch base a little bit on the Giga Bash DLC, since this is one of the last bit of information that we have presented to you guys for this week's Let's Talk Raw slides. Dude, when they dropped the Ultraman DLC originally and only gave us Alien Baltan as one of the Kaijin, as the rest were just all like Ultraman variants, I was just like, oh,
Ultraman variants.
You're not gonna throw in any type of popular IP kaijus in this. Like, if there were to go the extra route in expanding the Ultraman DLC, bro, you got to throw in the kaiju. Throw in Red King. Throw in Gamora. Throw in Ella King. Throw in Tyrant. Throw in Golza. Any Ultra kaiju at this point. It doesn't even have to be the names that I'm mentioning, but enough to make it at least satisfying. Because I don't know about you guys, but Godzilla, Gamera, Gamora, or GJC said it, Zeton, and I'm not even a Zeton guy, but that would even be cool to even see being thrown up in there. I'm not a Zeton guy. I'm not an Alien Baltan guy. I'm an Alien Mephiles guy. That's me. All right. I'm sorry, but nonetheless, like, those would be cool to even throw in the game. That's just my take on it.
I know all those things you just said. Yeah, all those great kaiju from
you uncultured swine. Why
that's
oh my god. Why?
It's okay. He's gonna start watching Ultraman every Saturday night moving forward.
Who said that?
I did.
King Joe, yes, King Joe. I know who that is. The King Joe's the best. It's awesome. I know. Yeah, I love that guy.
That would kill for that. Or even Cyber Gamora.
We should have got Zygantron with the Ultraman Rising stuff. If we're gonna keep it 100, that was a missed opportunity.
Absolutely. Dude.
Yeah. All those different ones.
Well, since Samson is so far out of the loop regarding Ultra Kaiju, unfortunately, wasn't there something that you wanted to share with the audience? That was definitely something that we had talked about on our own spare time.
Well, it is important in the nerddom universe, and it's important in cinema in general, I guess, because it's one of the highest grossing franchises. And yes, it's one of the highest grossing franchises in existence. A trailer dropped earlier this week, and if you grew up in the early 2000s, you love this character. So we finally got a good look at Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I just have one image I wanted to throw up on screen for us to talk about the trailer. So I watched it a few times for sure. A lot is going on with this trailer. So this is going to be kind of a spoiler discussion. If some of you people don't like to you avoid trailers because you don't want to be spoiled by anything, then now's your time to bounce. But otherwise, stick around because we are going to do a little deep dive on what our thoughts are with Spider-Man Brand New Day and what the future of Peter Parker, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, is going to hold. Adrian, I know you actually have love for it, so I'll allow you to go first. What are your thoughts on everything that we saw in the trailer? What's exciting to you? What were you hoping to see that you didn't see? What are your thoughts as far as this new movie goes?
When it comes to Marvel superheroes, Spider-Man is my absolute favorite. And as much as I do like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, his origin was a lot different from what I grew up reading in comic books, from seeing in Spider-Man the animated series. It was a lot different. So it took me a little bit of time to kind of grow for Tom Holland to grow on me as Spider-Man. But he is a great Spider-Man. And this is something that we kind of mentioned amongst ourselves in the chat as well. Spider-Man's back down to his roots in this movie. He has his own costume he created. He's technically back to being that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man that we all grew to love. And there's a lot going on in this trailer, and I'm honestly going to keep up with everything. I'm super excited to see what the Punisher is going to do with this movie. I can't wait to see that. It is rumored that we're supposed to get the Hulk in this movie as well, which if we do, I'll be absolutely satisfied with that as well because Hulk's my second favorite superhero in Marvel. And then yeah, I'm just kind of excited to see what this version of Spider-Man is gonna do with him having basically nobody after the events of No Way Home. He's completely alone. He doesn't have Aunt May to lean on anymore. So how's he gonna adjust to this seemingly brand new world? Or I guess as the film says, brand new day. How's he gonna be able to adjust to that? And what Spider-Man are we gonna get from this? Because even one thing we saw in the trailer too, he's mutating apparently as well.
Yes.
Which what's the cause of this mutation too? Are we gonna get Man Spider? Who
That's
knows?
what Alex was saying right here. Yeah, the last thing he said. Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see what's gonna happen moving forward with this version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, for sure. Him being like brought down, nobody knowing who he is. I mean, he's going to be the lowest of any Spider-Mans, honestly, because even other Spider-Man, Peter Parker, people knew who Peter Parker was, even if they didn't know who Spider-Man was. But in this universe, nobody knows who Peter Parker is, or they don't know that he's Spider-Man. But they don't know who he is. They're not familiar with him. They're not friends with him. So he's like really low in the totem pole. But yeah, Jordan, you've spoken how superheroes are not like, you're not super into superhero stuff, but did you not grow up with Tom Holland or words Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Yes, for the love of God.
Of course. Absolutely,
right,
dude. I mean, safe to say, I think everyone's on the same boat as I am. There's no better Spider-Man depiction in any type of media platform than what Tobey Maguire brought to the table playing Spider-Man. Nothing against what was the second generation
Andrew
Garfield.
Yeah, nothing against Andrew. You know, that was another interesting take of the Spider-Man character. But it definitely wasn't my forte. Nothing against Tom Holland. I'm actually, quite fond with what he has brought to the table playing Spider-Man. And just keeping obviously that character alive here in the MCU, or not even the MCU. This is not even part of the MCU. This is who's doing this right now?
Well, this is MCU.
Yeah, this is the MCU.
Tom Holland Spider-Man is the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But I thought Marvel lost the rights to Spider-Man.
No,
No,
they've been fighting back
Tony.
before, but they haven't lost it.
Sony is still lending it out to them. I mean, they're still allowing it. So yeah,
Well,
it's still
all right.
the MCU.
Well, what I'm saying isn't okay. Well, then I guess I'm misunderstanding a topic of conversation I thought I once heard. I thought Sony was taking away Tom Holland and his portrayal of Spider-Man outside of the MCU after.
They were talking about it.
Oh, okay.
They
Well,
definitely talked about it, but they shut. I think No Way Home they shut that before No Way Home they shut that down. I think, if I'm not
Yeah, because of
mistaken,
the
or right
popularity that No Way
after.
Home brought to the table, it's like they were like, oh, we got to keep him in there. Okay, people are loving
Yeah.
this. Let's keep him in.
okay. Well, I guess that was my misunderstanding then. I mean, shoot, that alone is living proof of the pudding right there that I'm not really too in depth regarding superhero IPs. Nothing against them. It's just not my forte, and especially with what's been going on in recent years. Like I'm sorry, if you're going to bring in a character, they have so much weight and such large shoes to fill in when they were already existing in other previous movie projects. That's why I said, like, there's no one that will ever triumph Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Um Nothing against the individual that's portraying the Hulk. You guys know I'm a Hulk guy. And
Hmm.
to possibly see the Hulk return, I got to use quotation marks because the MCU has basically freaking crapped on the character and made him such
Yeah.
a soft wuss, and it drives me through a freaking wall. There's no one that will ever touch will touch the soil of what the original early 2000s Hulk movie did, or even Lou Ferrigno's take of the Hulk character, which I absolutely love. But it's nice to see, especially certain characters be brought to life in cinematic time frame, such as what is it, Scorpion? I don't know if Scorpion existed in previous movies. Scorpion's in there.
Hmm.
Punisher, love Punisher. And just I guess there's going to be another decent chunk of other individuals coming in to basically live up to the hype that is this specific Spider-Man movie. I wasn't too fond of the trailer when it originally dropped. I was in the bathroom,
Ooh.
and let's just say my stool went through with no issue watching this freaking trailer because that's how I feel. But it's definitely a hit or miss in my opinion, especially anything revolving around MCU or just any current superhero movie. It's sad and it's a shame because that was definitely something that everyone would want to partake in, whether it be a summer blockbuster or a holiday flick. Like everyone was chiming in to want to watch these superhero movies, but they just lost their aura, in my opinion. So, would I watch it in theaters? Depends if Michelle's paying for the food.
Oh God, of course.
This is
good
something
man.
that I would just wait for it to be released on home media or something like that, or any other like streaming platform, just to be able to sit down and watch for free. But yeah.
As far as when you said it was actually answered in the chat, but I was going to say Scorpion is coming into this, which is great. Because we were teased at the end of Homecoming, Tom Holland's first solo Spider-Man movie. One of the guys that was doing like a illegal deal on the boat, he got knocked off the back of the boat, and at the end of the film, the after credit scene was him with a big old scar on his face, talking to Vulture, the guy who played Vulture, and they were in jail together, and he said, if you know anything about Spider-Man, you would let me know, right? Or something like that. So after it's been however many years now from when that movie came out to now, maybe 9, I think that movie came out in 2015. So it's been 9 years since that teaser, and it's finally coming to fruition. I love the Spider-Man property because I grew up with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So at a young age, that is what kind of saved the superhero franchise and made people fall in love with superheroes again. just because of the triumphantness that is Spider-Man, truth, justice, and the American way, which is Superman's catchphrase, actually, but still, whatever, still applies. Everything that I saw, we got a lot going on. Adrian mentioned it. Tom Holland is mutating, and if you watch the 90s cartoon or read the comic books, which is how you would be even more in the know, him turning into Man Spider, or whatever it's actually called. So he's mutating. He's going to get organic webbing, just like he did, or Tobey Maguire did, which, from No Way Home, he was like, that came out of you. He's like, you can't do that. And they're like, no. So, well, now, so I'm wondering if we're going to get like the extra arm sprouting out of his side and him, like his head growing into a big mutated furry spider looking face, and what all is going to go on. But yeah, bringing back the Hulk, they said, even though Mark Ruffalo put a silencer on the Hulk, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about him as Bruce Banner, but his Hulk is, we need the rageful Hulk from the Incredible Hulk to come back.
Oh my God.
That one that fought Abomination. Yes.
He was a monster.
With
the Frank Castle.
Yeah. Oh my God. The first two Hulk movies, I mean, I was a huge fan of. I had birthday party themes based off of those two Hulk iterations. Like, oh my God, they were a menace, a threat.
Oh, so 8 years ago. He's going to transform into Kamanga. Nobody cares.
Oh my God, Leslie.
You tell him.
Yeah, there's. But as we see I don't know who this dude at the bottom is. This guy that's throwing boomerangs at him. So yeah, no idea who that is. And then we have like these ninjas in red that Spider-Man's leaping at in the trailer, and we have who fans assume to be, because there were behind the scenes photos on the set of this movie, people leaked it online, Sadie Sink, who a lot of people were like, oh man, she's going to be the daughter of Spider-Man. I think it's going to be Jean Grey, and so a lot of people on the internet think that as well. Sadie Sink is going to be our new Jean Grey, but they didn't show her in the trailer, so people are like, but I think they kind of did. They like cut it off before we actually saw her face, but that's what we're going to see. I'm hoping it's not going to be too much. It looks like they're throwing a lot, like all the new characters that are getting introduced in this, they're throwing a lot into the mix. Is it going to be too much? Is it going to make the movie like, oh God, trying to pay attention to too many things at the same time? Who knows? Because a lot is going on. Peter Parker mutating, way too many villains, talking to Bruce Banner, the Hulk, dealing with Frank Castle, the Punisher. It's kind of a lot. But I'm still liking to see what's going to develop, because he's a, I don't want to say loser Spider-Man, but he's alone. He doesn't have MJ or his best buddy anymore. Ned, was it Ned? Was that the name of his guy in the chair, as they called him? So he doesn't have any friends. He's just purely Spider-Man. That's who he is now. He's trying to make that the great Saiyaman. Oh, Jesus, I'm just reading chat. But no, I'm excited to see what happens. It seems like we're going to get a more like depressing Spider-Man story, since he's all alone now.
Yep.
Yeah.
What it was.
Tombstone. See, I don't even know who that is. See, there's a lot of characters.
Oh, someone did say Tombstone's will be in it.
Who's that?
You remember Tombstone?
I don't. Oh, wait, was he the pale dude?
Yeah.
Like kind of like a big blocky headed looking dude? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tombstone.
Okay. So I will see this. So July 31st, I believe. So the last day of July. I will go see this in theaters. I will. I actually have some
easily.
I have some hype for it, for sure. Let's see, it's the Japanese. Oh God. I splurge on that.
No, I agree. I was sorry, go ahead.
It looks like, yeah, we didn't have a lot of updates for this week. So that was the last thing we really had to talk about. Was Spider-Man coming to fruition. Actually, I guess there is one more thing we can say on a more somber note. So, rip to Chuck Norris. That was a bummer because we're seeing our action heroes die off now. I'm like, oh God. And somebody said he didn't die. He just wanted to talk to the Grim Reaper or something. I can't remember what the joke was this time. It's like, God.
The Grim Reaper had to ask permission to take him.
Oh,
Heard that.
oh man. Well, you
Yeah, we
guys.
can't touch on that. We can't touch on Chuck Norris's passing amongst ourselves, and of course, we all know from all the jokes and memes and things of that nature, he was an incredible martial artist and actually got to fight Bruce Lee, which I'm assuming he's about to go fight Bruce Lee in heaven right now.
I think that was one that I heard online. It was like, oh, Chuck Norris didn't die. He just went for round 2 with Bruce Lee. That's what he's doing. He'll be back.
So, fun fact regarding that specific Bruce Lee movie, not only was that the first time that they met, but that was the only choreograph that they did in that entire movie. It was just all in one shot.
Dang. Whew, they killed that.
Oh, we actually got a question from Chad, so we can maybe keep going a little bit. Deep dive into Rise of
the
what?
NW.
What is that?
Of course, Samson want to know, Leslie.
Okay. I need to not be here. I'll just mute myself.
No, you're gonna sit right here, like how we sit down for your stuff. You're gonna be a good old gentle soul and just sit down and embrace what we all love here at MWA.
Get educated, sir. Get educated.
Leslie,
I'm watching cat videos, you guys.
Oh my God.
Why do you
I'm
hate
gonna
us?
strangle him one day. Leslie, that is a good question. I don't know if that's something that we're going to be deep diving into, but I do recall us talking about maybe possibly doing gameplay regarding the new WWE 2K26. But the one that I think we're all trying to jump on board on is the Monday Night Wars cover of that game.
Sure.
As you know, dude, like that is a very historical moment for all of professional wrestling, and we all know why. And it ain't because of Stone Cold, it ain't because of The Rock, it ain't because of DX. No, it is because they were all facing the toxic that was the New World Order, in that of Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan. And then what would form to be probably, and without a doubt, not probably, it is indeed the greatest faction in professional wrestling's entirety. So we might deep dive, maybe tip our toes into that a little bit. But yeah, that is a phenomenal question. Thank you for asking, Leslie. Really quick, before we wrap things up, there is something I did want to share with you guys. By any chance, and anyone in the chat, you guys are more than welcome to answer this question also. Have you guys played, by any chance, Pokemon Go?
I did not. I didn't. I knew that. I knew that if I started playing, I was gonna be super addicted. So I never touched it.
I was like, it's Pokemon, so yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I figured most of you guys haven't touched, or at least you, Adrian and Samson. Alex said yes, and it's been a while. DGC, we'll get to your question really quick. It'll probably be the last question we'll answer, then we'll wrap it up before I show, or after I show, what I want to share with you guys. I'm unfortunately one of the individuals that they kind of reeled me into. Mind you, I grew up in a household filled with boys. So when that was originally announced, we were on missions. We literally looked like Diego, Sid, and Manfred from Ice Age. Just
oh my God.
Trying to seek every freaking Pokemon we could. But the reason why I ask is because, as mentioned earlier, there was a live stream going on regarding the extravagant that is Digimon Con. And with that being said, they announced a plethora of news regarding obviously the IP that is Digimon. And one of them is actually a mobile game app that they will be releasing this year. And that game is known to be that of Digimon Up. So, if you guys are asking, trying to figure out what is Digimon Up, it is basically going to be a mobile game app used to kind of simulate that of the Tamagotchi, given to us of like an example that you guys saw with the Godzilla X Digimon collaboration, Tamagotchis. So, what you'll be able to do here in this DLC, it's coming this year. And if you guys pre-register, you guys would be able to achieve Gekkomon, who is the current main protagonist in Digimon Beat Break. This is a character that we have talked about, and a show that we've talked about in MWA. So if you guys do want to stay up to date with that, here are their socials. They're available or they're accessible on X or Twitter, if you guys still call it that, Facebook, and yeah, news coming in 2026, Digimon Up. All right. In the bottom, you just get a brief description of what is to expect in Digimon Up, and these are the current characters that will be given access to you guys as you guys continue to play Digimon Up.
Cool.
I love the little sprite. Honestly, my favorite sprite, it has to be, it froze on me. My favorite sprite has to be Tentamon. He's so much detail
Damn right it is.
Sprite. It's freaking insane, dude. And obviously I can only imagine what more they'll bring to the table as they continue to digivolve. So how you're able to digivolve them, you just, you train them, you take care of them, you make sure that you clean them up, you feed them, et cetera, et cetera. You're just basically taking care of that of your Digimon in order to make them stronger and evolve. And while they do that, obviously, you're going to max them out to Mega Digivolution, as you could see right here, all the way scrolling down to, I wonder who this could be. I wonder.
No idea.
Oh my goodness! Looks like Groot.
Yeah,
it's probably Groot.
It's Pikachu.
You could raise your Digimon and battle them and claim victory. Look at these awesome sprites. Like, come on, you can't go wrong with that, man.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And as you guys play out the game, there will also be tons of familiar features, including that of Digimon cards, which is something that we have talked about also. Unfortunately, Eric had reeled me back into the trading card fandom, and yeah, it's been very bad for me. I will say that. Not only are you going to be giving Digimon cards, you're also going to be giving Digivices, which is pretty cool. And I believe that is it. So if you guys want to watch the trailer, it is currently up right now on YouTube. If it does pique your interest, and yeah, that was just a little something that I wanted to share with you guys that I thought was pretty cool.
No, it is. I love the little sprites too, man. They're very well animated and drawn or digitized, whatever you call it. I like that. That's really neat.
Really quick, there was one last question I did promise DGC that we'll answer. Right here.
Oh, it was yeah. I didn't watch it yet. I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, same here.
Neither did I. Did that just drop on me recently?
Huh. Sonic 4. God, I didn't know there was a third one. I'm so
yes, I haven't seen it was. And honestly, I'm assuming DJC has seen all, 3 of the Sonic movies. The third one just so happens to be my most preferred, only because it's paying homage to the Sonic that I grew up with. Ranging from Sonic Adventures 1 and 2, Sonic DX, or like that type of generation of Sonic. But if there is a teaser, I will be looking into that.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to see it too.
Yeah, I will say regarding Sonic 4, I am excited to see the new Super Mario Lost Galaxy movie. That will be really, really cool. But I think that wraps it up, you guys. Adrian, if you want to take us home, buddy, by all means, go right ahead, my friend.
Absolutely. Of course, thank you everybody for tuning in with us today. As we went through the latest news, I know we didn't have a lot, but hopefully we were able to entertain you today. Of course, we do have some housekeeping things to go over real quick. Next Sunday, it's finally time. It's finally time next Sunday to figure out what is the figure of the year for March 29th. We're going to be revealing who won each and every category. Voting ends tonight though at 11:59 p.m. I'm not sure which time zone, but 11:59 voting ends. After that, you can't vote no more. So if you haven't voted yet, make sure to go put in your vote because all votes matter. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. Make sure to go vote because we have a few categories that are actually neck and neck with each other. So your vote can honestly make the difference and swing it one way or another. So if you haven't voted yet, make sure to go vote. And if you do want something to win, go tell people that you know who haven't voted, hey, go vote real quick. Who cares? Well, I mean, obviously, want them to be guys are fans, but if you want your vote to count, go harass your people, go make them vote. And then, of course, after that, I know in April, I've got the exact date. We're going to be tackling the series Beast Wars. Um, haven't I haven't watched that series in its entirety, so I actually need to start doing my homework on that pretty soon here, actually. And I'm pretty
Same.
excited to see what Beast Wars is all about. But I don't know, maybe that's what we can watch on our Twitch since we watch Beast Wars and start doing our homework
Oh
on that
yeah,
together.
that peak animation right there.
Stop.
Oh my
It. Stop.
god.
You don't need your negativity. You don't need your
Oscar
negativity.
winning right there.
Hey, it's no
I definitely I have to do my homework. So yeah, I'll binge watch through it. Also, it's all available on Tubi, so there is a place to watch it. So for everybody out there, yeah, for Beast Wars for next month's show, go do your homework along with us and watch it on Tubi.
Absolutely. And of course, as you know, we've been promoting our GoFundMe for Marcellus Winters. We're still trying to help him get everything back together, get his life back together after his tragic fire at his home. So definitely, if you haven't donated, go make sure to go donate. Go to our link tree. We'll find a link for our GoFundMe, so we can continue to be there for Marcellus and continue to help him as he moves forward and gets his new life started.
That's
And
right.
and lastly, if you haven't gotten your brand new Monsters with Attitude shirt yet, make sure to go to our link tree, to go to our T Public to go order yours today as well. I love our shirts. I actually need to go get mine also. So stay tuned for that reveal. But that is everything. Of course, I know around here we have one thing that we like to say. There's something super simple. There's something not necessarily a command, but it is a command. Because of course we want to make sure to say one phrase, three words, and that is to embrace the
Embrace the
attitude.
attitude.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night, folks.